For all the college football fans in the South, we all know on September 4th it's going down. Georgia Bulldogs versus the Clemson Tigers in Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. But first, let's talk about the Clemson Tigers, the season preview, and we're going to get some schedule predictions from my friend G Law, the Clemson fan, the sensible Clemson fan. That and more after the intro.
What a hit! Ball's free! On the ground! South Carolina deserves this for the home run! Hopkins has got it! Touchdown Clemson! Yes! Which dogs are barking first? Uga, get after it!
Welcome into the Fan Addict, a sports channel for sports fans, by sports fans. I'm Coach I. I'm a Georgia dog. Shout out to all my dogs out there. Today, we're going to be talking about the Clemson Tigers 2021 season preview and schedule predictions. We're going to bring in my friend Gray to talk about all of that and more, and his thoughts on key returners, key losses, things of that nature. What's going on, Gray?
Going on, man? Let's talk about these games.
All right, man. All right. So coming out of spring, and for those people out there in YouTube land, these are our opinions and our takes post-spring practice, post-spring game. They may change after the summer and going into the fall because we don't know who's going to be injured, who's going to be healthy, but that's what we're feeling right now. So how you feeling coming out of spring?
Out of spring, I feel good.
Okay.
Feel good when you look at the season coming up and you look at the schedule coming up. I feel real good. The test is going to be you guys, Georgia.
Okay.
In Bank of America Stadium. That's going to be a good game. So we got to see how that's going to be. But other than that, I feel good about everything.
I mean, it's easy to feel good when you're playing the all-cake conference, but you know how that is.
Oh, wow. Good point.
Hey, it's not to say that Clemson ain't good, because Clemson is elite. But the rest of the people ain't, not so much. But anyway.
I mean, we got Georgia Tech in our conference now. You got to deal with that.
Hey.
Rams and Reds, baby.
Yeah. Leprechauns and wizards. I mean, we just talking about make-believe stuff.
Okay.
So, man, talk about some key losses, man, that y'all have. I mean, obviously we got Trevor and ETN, but is there anybody else that might be a key loss that people not really thinking about?
That's a good point.
I mean, I personally think the center might be huge because, you know,
Yeah, I was about to say the center is huge. Jackson Carman loss is huge, too.
Okay.
People don't think he was that good because, you know, the only time you get highlighted as offensive lineman is when you make mistakes. But all those other blocks, hey, he wasn't making mistakes then. And he got drafted for a reason. And he got drafted to protect a very good quarterback. So apparently they knew something a lot of people who used to complain about him did not.
Okay.
So that's going to be a huge loss.
What about the people coming back? Who you glad stayed, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever?
I think I'm glad that for one, Skalski stayed because he can actually help control the defense. If he can control, you know, his lowering his head.
Yeah, because that hurt y'all. That definitely hurt y'all against.
Yeah,
that definitely hurt y'all against Ohio State. But I think he's the leader of that defense. You know what I'm saying? So he might not be the most athletic dude, but he kind of, to me, he remind me like Ben Boulware. You know what I'm saying? Like have everybody in the right position and make the right calls. So.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. He can read it. He can read the offense. He knows what it be. So he's good there. Offensively, I want to stay on there. Hopefully, Justin Ross will get completely healthy and he'll come back because that's a difference maker. That's a game changer. I don't care.
That's where Justin Ross, one of them dudes, where if he healthy, now you talking about, you know, in the discussion for best wide receiver room in the nation. But if he not healthy, you just got a really good wide receiver room. You know what I'm saying? That's just like the difference between. Yeah, it's kind of like for us and George Pickens. We already know George Pickens not going to play first game, but if he was I think if we're doing good, you know, towards the end of the season and we look like we got a shot to play for it all, and he healthy, he'll come back. But if not, I wouldn't blame him. And if I was him personally, I wouldn't come back if we didn't have a shot to win it all. So.
No, exactly.
But I think
You
same
see
thing with
this little
Justin. You know what I'm
benefit.
saying? Same thing with Justin. Like, let's say he's not ready first game. And then for some reason, things ain't going the way it's supposed to go, or it's not looking the way. Like, well, I might just prepare for the NFL.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, because he's proven himself as a wide receiver. He just has to prove himself with the medical doctors saying, okay, he's cleared and he's good to play.
Okay.
Why come back to Clemson and play one more year, get hurt again, and then your NFL career is over? You've already proven who you are in the Clemson history books as far as a football player.
That's true.
So, I don't know.
So,
yeah. Plus, we got other guys that can step up and do this.
So we already know Clemson is the cream of the crop in the ACC. Is there anybody else like playing for second? Let's talk about that. Like playing for second, unless some catastrophic injuries happen. Playing for second, who you like thinking the ACC can challenge? Who you think might make it to Charlotte to play y'all for the championship?
Miami.
Okay.
I think Miami's going
Not
back.
North Carolina?
Derek King.
Not North Carolina? Not North Carolina?
No, North Carolina lost a lot of pieces, man. I know they said their quarterback is great, but you lost two great backs. You had a stable of two backs that were both pushing above 200 yards almost every game. That's a lot to lose. So, and I like Mac. But you know what? 1 year when I don't have film on you always do great. They got film on him now. They go see what his tendencies are as far as his quarterback and everything. So, and now you can't sneak up on people. They snuck up on a lot of people last year, and they just took them for they're just North Carolina.
Okay.
And they definitely did it to us. So I think Miami's just gonna be that. They're gonna be that deal this year.
I think Miami's gonna be good. I'm interested to see how Derek King gonna be coming off that ACL tear that he had in the bowl game. You know what I'm saying? Like I think
I knew that, but he's had a while to recover compared to a lot of other people with the ACL there. So
with that said, man, let's go ahead and get into this schedule, man. So we'll compare notes. Again, this is what we thinking coming out of the spring. I'm gonna make my official predictions coming out of the fall, because then we'll know who all is 100% healthy, who gonna play, not gonna play, things of that nature. Who didn't listen. What people ain't thinking about now that spring over, that transfer portal about to heat back up, because there's some people coming out of spring saying, well, you know what? I didn't even get no cut touches in spring. I don't think I'm going to ride this out. So this is what we, coming out of spring, this is what we think. So we're going to start. We already know the first game on the schedule is the Georgia Bulldogs and the Clemson Tigers tussling in Bank of America Stadium. It's probably going to be prime time. I don't know if it's going to be ESPN, because they're not going to give it to CBS and they're not going to give it to ABC, even though ESPN owns ABC. But it'll be ESPN. Personally, I think it's going to be a night game. All right, what you thinking? How you think the game going to go and who you think going to win? Right now, coming out of spring.
I think both teams are going to score off their first set play. It's going to be 7-7. Gonna hunker down. I think this game is gonna end up somewhere in a 21-17 or 24-21. Of course, for them Tigers, I can't go against my boys, but it's gonna come down to whoever makes the most mistakes.
Okay. Well, coming out of spring, I got Clemson with the dub because y'all actually have DBs that have corners that have experience. Like Andrew Booth is going into his third year. And then you got the safeties are returning. But I just think overall, because I think, like you said, I think both teams going to be able to score. I think it's going to be more like a 38-31 maybe. Both teams got a good front seven on defense. Both teams got some things to work out on the offensive line. So, but, now that I'm talking it out, maybe it will be like a 24-21 type deal, because both lines are getting in the backfield from.
Exactly.
But
I know in our quarterbacks, both sides don't strike me as high number of guys this year, like 50 point games. And I'm still
waiting to see Kirby Smart in those big games against big teams, not just big games, because it's a lot of games that can mean something on your schedule, but we're talking about against the elite teams that you're going to have to potentially face in the playoffs and see what they I mean, we beat Oklahoma, in 2017 in the Rose Bowl, but outside of that game and 2 Notre Dame games, we talking about against Alabama and LSU. You know what I'm saying? I still waiting to see if we can make the right decisions to win those big games. So, like I said, right now I got y'all with the dub as well. All right, y'all follow that up with South Carolina State. We don't even. I don't even think we need to talk about that one. So,
I mean, we can talk about it because I'm gonna tell you that's gonna be one game fans need to be, because if with COVID protocols kind of lifting up, hopefully the band will be there.
I hope.
South Carolina band, they show out when they come to Death Valley. We went to that game the last time, so that's gonna be worth going. That's worth spending your money just to go down and support South Carolina State. So
all right, so 2-0.
Win or loss? Come on, I'm not even gonna talk about it.
No need. So September the 18th. After that, y'all got Georgia Tech, the Rambling Wreck.
Oh yeah.
All right, you got Jeff Collins and the Waffle House crew. So he's going into his third year?
I think it's his third year, because his first year was recruiting. Last year was to try to get the end zone.
I just have no clue of what y'all gonna do with all those still running backs playing wide receiver. They trying to convince you they play wide receiver. But anyway, you think now? Listen, back in Paul Johnson day, this was we didn't know what was gonna happen. Towards the end of Paul Johnson's career, Venables pretty much figured it out. But when he first got there, it was a back and forth. But now, when the last time y'all lost to Georgia Tech? It's been like 7 years, ain't it?
It's been a minute.
So
yeah.
I got y'all.
That game, I was screaming.
I got y'all winning that game. It's a dub.
That's a dub. Yeah.
All right.
Georgia Tech.
Yeah,
that's a dub.
So we got NC State. NC State got the younger brother. At least in the spring game, he had the younger brother of one of their former quarterbacks. But I don't know. NC State had that one year when they had Bradley Chubb at the end. They was pretty good. That was the year I was like, okay, if y'all going to beat Clemson, this is the year. And then they couldn't even do it that year. So I don't see this game being much of a test. It's more like, this is what I'm saying, man. This is why y'all be good in the postseason. Y'all got all these practice games.
Hey, nobody told you got to go out here and die on the field just to make it to the playoffs. They said
you just got to win.
You just got to win.
So I got y'all with another dub with NC State, man. I don't think they're going to be ready. Maybe in a couple of years, maybe they can find them another Bradley Chubb and some old running back or something to come in and make it a game. But I don't even think it's going to be much of a game, to be honest.
I see the Wolfpack actually giving us a little battle because they're at home.
Okay.
And I see them getting hyped for the game because they're probably making a night game. But I can't see at the end us, pulling one of those, got to kick a field goal to beat NC State.
I got
games. We're been there, done that, yeah. So, yeah, I see.
All right, so y'all got next, Boston College. Boston College played y'all pretty good, but that was because that was DJ's first game starting. Trevor was out, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't watch the game, but how'd that game go last year? Why was it close for most of the game?
Honestly, we just couldn't move the ball. We couldn't move the ball. I think we were playing them with the mindset. I think they were just playing with the mindset that their quarterback was out. They just lost Trevor. I think that was on the front end of their mind. But we stepped up, did what we were supposed to do, took over the game, and won. So dub is dub.
By this point in the season, DJ gonna have 4 more starts up under his belt. I don't think it's gonna go like that. Because where y'all play them at this year?
We play them at home.
And at home, and
we're at Clemson.
And in DJ first start last year, you in Boston College. It's not a lot of, and it was COVID, so it wasn't no fans, only parents or whatever. So
that was boring. Yeah.
Now y'all got an off week the next week, and then y'all play Syracuse. Now, boy, why ACC be scheduling Friday night games? I do not know. Y'all play Syracuse on a Friday again.
At Syracuse.
Bruh, I ain't pay a lot of attention to Syracuse, but for some reason, Clemson is Syracuse's national championship every year. Every year.
Yeah, that's it. They don't care about because after they played us hard that year, they tanked for the rest of the year. But hey, they get up for that game. A Friday night in that boring, humongous dome turns into the national championship.
Yeah, I think it'll be a close. I think it'll be a close first half. I think in the midway through the third quarter, y'all start pulling off because, like I said, they're gonna be jacked up, running off of pure adrenaline, and y'all in the Carrier Dome and all, and the whatever. And like I said, they look at y'all almost like they like shit. Another team should be wearing orange coming into our field.
Yeah, yeah. Like they're being disrespectful.
And I took it personal.
I don't know.
It's like the Jordan meme, and I took that personal. So I think y'all will win there. Right now, man, I put y'all as a dub on the off. I hope y'all get a dub on the off week. Right now, I got y'all sitting there 6-0, 6-0, and then you got the Pitt Panthers. Now, Pitt had a pretty decent defense last year. Y'all didn't. What was it? Did y'all end up playing Pitt? I know last year.
Yeah, we played them
What was
last
the
year.
score?
We played them last year. We beat them 17. Beat them 52-17.
Well, they didn't have a good defense that week. So I got y'all. Like I say, Pitt just don't have the talent. It don't matter really to me. What Clemson got going on. Pitt just don't have the talent to stay in the ring with Clemson. That's what happened. I moved the W's up. So that first W is supposed to be for Pitt. So that's what happened. But y'all got Florida State after that. I think this game might get out of hand. I think Dabo felt a little kind of way. He's like, man, I brought my team all the way down here to Tallahassee. And then y'all going to do this on me?
You're going to hit them with the old, remember the Tigers.
Yeah. Run it up. Exactly. I think so. And so I think y'all going to go down. I think y'all, because they come to Clemson this year.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think y'all it's probably going to be a night game. I think y'all going to run it up, man, and then move on to Louisville, who I also have y'all beating. Man, that's what I'm saying. Going through the schedule, I can't even think of a team that even can muster up enough talent to make it a game.
Yeah, it's starting to scare me.
Well, see, this is the thing. Y'all don't have North Carolina. Y'all don't have Miami on the schedule. Not that I think either one of those teams can beat you, but I'm talking about a team that just can come in and entertain the thought of winning at some point during the game.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This is like, now, that's not to say one of these games can't be a trap game and it be a closer game than y'all want it to be, because at some point, they still 18 to 20-year-olds, and, you beating everybody by 40. Especially, let's say y'all start the year off with a Georgia win, and then y'all roll through South Carolina State, Tech, NC State. Some of them freshmen might be like, oh, man, this is what it's like. It's cakewalk. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you play Louisville. Where y'all play them at? Y'all play them at Clemson or at Louisville?
Louisville's at Louisville.
Hey, Papa John's Cardinal Stadium.
Yeah. They'll make a mistake and play that high noon. If they play us at 9, then it's a game. They'll make a mistake and play us at high noon, and we'll beat the Braves.
Yeah, so you're undefeated there. No need to even talk about the UConn game. I mean, it's UConn.
I don't even know.
I didn't even know they still had a program.
Some dude came back from a mission, 26 years old, quarterback and form. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just messing with you, but yeah, I'm not going to talk about him because I don't know a lot about them. I honestly hadn't even looked at their schedule to see who they even have on the team and where they're recruiting.
It's UConn. I mean, that's enough said about that. Then we got Wake Forest, or like I like to affectionately call them as Weak Forest. Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
I got y'all as a dub there, man. Again, regardless of what's going on with their season, they just don't have the talent. See, that's where Clemson differs from most teams in the ACC outside of maybe Miami, because Miami got some athletes, but they still don't have the actual talent that Clemson has. Clemson's talent is so far above everybody else's. There's like, even if, like Louisville. Louisville might have a lot of heart, but they just ain't got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
What you gonna do? I mean, so I got y'all with the dub against Wake Forest too. So man, y'all like right now looking unscathed, rolling into Willie B at the end of the season rivalry week. Them Gamecocks. I mean, we had our boy Jeff on. We had our boy Jeff on previously, and he's like, them boys got to roll into Willie B.
that mean?
No, he said that they're going to be 8-3.
Oh,
going into the Clemson game.
Oh, he said it that
No,
way.
he said going into the Clemson game. He said after the Clemson game they're gonna be 8-4. He was like, so, but he not gonna say the words that Clemson gonna win. So I got y'all. Of course, beating South Carolina. South Carolina had beat y'all in the past 6 years. So. I mean, 1 year I think Jake Bentley was able to make it a game, but other than that, man, they breaking in a new coach. I know they hoping Shane Beamer gonna be the next Dabo down there in Columbia. I mean, that's yet to be seen. But they got a good running game, but the problem is, or I ain't gonna say a running game, they got good running backs. They got Kevin Harris is pretty legit, but the problem with that is he's running into the teeth and the heart of the Clemson defense. So it's gonna be like, it's gonna be neutralized at that point of attack. So I got y'all. I told Jeff I think y'all gonna beat them 41-17, something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of returning seniors on that defense that know this is their last time playing that game, and they did not get to play it last year. Yeah, this is gonna get out of hand. So
you say it's go.
They don't have that. Most of the guys who were on that team have left. This is gonna get out of hand. So Jeff can say what he wants. So yeah, he's right. They're gonna lose that one. They're gonna lose back. I think Clemson fans are waiting for that.
So I got y'all at 12.
I don't like that. I don't like that 12-0. I don't. I think we can handle it.
Yeah.
Because we've handled it before.
Well, I think
that Georgia game at the beginning is going to be the test in the measure of what happens.
Yeah, well, like when you look at it game by game, it's like, okay, who's going to beat y'all or who's going to give y'all a game? And then it's like game by game, that 12-0 don't seem unrealistic, but we both know how hard it is to actually go 12-0. It's only been done like 2 or 3 times. I think LSU did it, y'all did it, and Alabama did it, and in the playoff era. But like it's like 12-0, like to not have any hiccups, you know what I'm saying? But I think y'all, like I say, because y'all don't play, Notre Dame was a one-off last year because of the pandemic, and then you don't play North Carolina, you don't play Miami, and because of that, I just think that 12-0 is more realistic. Now, with that said, if DJ should go down for, I don't know, a half, and you know what I'm saying, something where he sprained something and he can't play the second half, and Puma Chun's out for the season, that's when it can get dicey.
Yeah. Now, that's when it's gonna get dicey. At that point, if Lin J is not on his game and Moffa's not on their game, and we can run that football and keep it moving, yeah, we're gonna be in trouble. Not trouble because Hunter Helms could actually manage a game and probably win a game,
depending on
because they're just certain amount of plays. So I think we'll still be fine. But if he goes down, like he's not playing the next game, and it's a Syracuse or a Pitt, somebody that can actually get hyped because they understand the ramifications of beating the Clemson, they understand what the benefit is, it will become dangerous.
Okay.
But other than that, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be okay with the 12-0, and I think we'll be fine going into the playoffs. Hopefully everything will get back to some normalcy this year with college football, so we can legitimately see a team, not a team that plays 6 games, going to the national championship, even though they got stomped out.
Well, I hope it gets back to normalcy. I mean, you got the conferences, especially ACC and SEC, said they're going to be back to 100% capacity because a game like, especially the first game, I'm hoping Bank of America Stadium does the same because I want to see Clemson, Georgia with fans and everything, like, divided down the middle. Absolutely. Because that makes a difference, you know what I'm saying? So I hope that actually happens too, man. Well, I'm glad you came on here. Talk a little Clemson Tigers,
No problem,
you know what I'm saying? Y'all rolling in the all cake. We already know y'all gonna win it regardless. Y'all be in the ACC Championship. We just don't know who y'all will be playing in the ACC Championship. Y'all like Larry Bird. Y'all just roll into the ACC like who playing for second.
Who's playing?
All right, well, until next time, man, for Gray, this is Coach I. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe because it helps the channel. The YouTube algorithm we fighting against. So we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Help your boy out. Until next time, we out.
Peace.